New Yorkers really value their outdoor space, so what a great place to entertain your guests than a jungle oasis in the middle of New York City.
I'm Sara Gore and welcome to Open House NYC, everyone. Today I am coming to you from this expansive loft in SoHo. It features original wood columns and beams, tin ceilings, exposed brick, and oversized arched windows with incredible southern light. Each stylish area of this great room is clearly defined between lounging, dining, and cooking, yet all linked by this graceful flow. The private wing is a vibe with this long, dramatic corridor leading to this minimalist bedroom. It's bright, it's airy, it's everything. Overall, this is classic loft living made new. Let's kick things off in Greenwich Village at the townhouse of designer Sara Simon. Once the residence of actress Ellen Barkin, now dubbed Das Casa, a playful ode to both the background of its owners and its vibrant spirit. See how Sara infused every corner with color, pattern, and pure design joy. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Sara Simon and I'm an interior designer here in New York City, and welcome to my beautiful project, Das Casa in Greenwich Village. You're gonna see something that's very unique to New York City real estate and design. You're gonna see something that looks like a boutique hotel, and it's just gonna transport you to a place that you never wanna leave. And as soon as you step through that second vestibule door, you enter into the parlor level where you're just blasted with color. We placed the formal living room on the front of the parlor level. We kept it pretty traditional, keeping the moldings on the wall, putting marble on the fireplace, but adding a little pink marble with a Kit Kat design. And to really jazz up the place, we brought texture and color into everything. I totally believe that leopard is a neutral and it goes with everything. So that was one of my main focal points. All the lighting in this home is vintage, but for the main parlor living room, we wanted a really good statement piece. And so we custom made this light. It really hits that vintage vibe, but is just a little different, which is just the way that I like it. We designed the center living area to be like a library. As a designer from California, I don't get to design fireplaces, so it was so much fun to be able to put together a masterpiece that is this gorgeous fireplace. Next things that I love in this room is the lighting fixture. I love the shape of this, and I wanted to make sure that it was going to be a focal point in this middle room. When it came to choosing the wallpaper that I was gonna put up on the ceiling, I still wanted it to have an old world vintage feel to it, and I wanted to have a floral pattern, but it had to be dark, it had to be moody, and when I saw it, it was game over. The main furniture piece that I love, love, love is this vintage couch. The fabric is original, and it's just chef's kiss. And then there's the coffee table. Who would ever think monkeys holding up square pieces of glass would be the thing that I would go with? But when I placed them here, it was a perfect fit. What is special about this dining room is the chandelier. The chandelier came from a chateau in France and is something that I had my heart set on from the second that I saw it. It informed all my design choices, and I decided to go with really warm wood tones from the chairs to the dining room table to the feature wall, and then on top of that, I collected this artwork from Cabo San Lucas years ago, and this is exactly where they were meant to be. Every space deserves an epic bar, and that's no different from this home. I wanted to feel like you come to this bar in this home and where am I? Am I at a cool restaurant in Mexico City? Am I somewhere in Copenhagen? You just never know. And there's nothing better than having dinner or a drink al fresco, which is why I designed this terrace. This terrace actually wasn't here when we bought the place, so we added it on, and it overlooks the beautiful garden. New Yorkers really value their outdoor space, so what a great place to entertain your guests than a jungle oasis in the middle of New York City. All throughout this home, we use these brass sconces and they add a touch of whimsy with a cute little hand holding a torch. This townhome has 4 bedrooms with unique treasures from all over the world, but I wanted the primary to be extra special. The focal point of the room was the bed. When it came to the shape of the headboard, I really just wanted something that was appealing and just had your eyes gravitating towards it, so that's why I went with the arch shape. And then also found these amazing pillows while I was traveling in Turkey last year. Underneath my feet, you're gonna see a really great vintage Moroccan rug with that black and white New York classic feel. Again, we have a mantle that I designed, and lighting, again, vintage, vintage, vintage all day. And this one is from Austria. But I think it fits perfectly in its newfound home in New York City. When it came to the bathroom, I wanted to keep it classic, marble all the way, black and white. But the most surprising thing is the shower when you walk in and you look up. It's a real wow factor. And speaking of wow factors, I can't ignore this closet. This is what I like to call the Barbie dream closet. It's probably every girl's dream to have a closet this big and have this much space. The terrace was already there, but we completely revamped it by putting black and white concrete tile down. It's a great place to sip your morning coffee or have a nightcap. Welcome to the rooftop terrace. I think this is the perfect spot to leave you and end the tour. Like every project that I do, it comes with its complications and its peaks and its lows. But I think this one ended up perfect in its own unique fashion. We'll see you on the next one.
Okay, that closet deserves a serious shopping spree. Ooh, that would be fun to fill. Okay, don't go anywhere because up next we are in Amsterdam at the home of this streetwear and lifestyle entrepreneur. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in Amsterdam, which is a first for Open House. With its architectural beauty, iconic canals, and distinct energy, there's truly no city like it. And it's along one of those canals that we meet Guillaume Schmidt, co-founder of the Amsterdam-based international streetwear and lifestyle brand, Pata. He invites us into his stylish family apartment filled with personalized design that reflects his passions, his travels, and his creative vision. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Guillaume. Welcome to my lovely house in the west side of Amsterdam, where I live with my lovely wife, Swaantje, and my kids. But what I really love about Amsterdam is that it's the best small city in the world. So you can really hop on your bike and go from one place to another. I co-founded the company Pata, which is a lifestyle brand from Amsterdam, with one of my best friends, Edson Sabayo. The meaning of the word Pata is shoe in Surinamese, and sneakers was a part of it. And sneakers is something that we both loved. When we originally founded Pata, we wanted to create something that was from ourselves. We love culture, we love hip-hop music. We live by the rule that culture is important. That's our lifestyle. How would I describe my home? I would call my aesthetic nonchalant. It's not over-designed, it's stuff that we've done and thought of ourselves. We wanted to feel like a home, not a museum. We chose to have a big open space living room and smaller bedrooms. One of the most unique things is the kitchen. We really wanted to make it pop. We love color. The kitchen has actually been built by a friend of us. And we sat down with him and we kind of described the elements that we liked, the color, the wood, combination with steel. So this is the end result. The table is made by my wife, Swaantje, and my late dad. My dad passed away, unfortunately, but they built it together. But this is a really nice permanent fixture and a thought of him in our house. The lighting is actually, it's a creation of my wife, Swaantje. We just wrapped paper around light bulbs, and that's it. We love light. Light helps to create that warmth. That's why we have lights everywhere. And if you have a space with a lot of light, That's a perfect opportunity to have plants, and plants give vibe, you know, and I'm all about vibes. The seating area, I would say that's the area where we come together. So what you see books there, you see like little personal things in the closet. The couch is something that we got from my parents, and I always loved that couch, so that's a nice piece in our house. Another quite unique piece in the house is the Pierre Paulin butterfly chair, a natural element of the leather, and then mixed with that really chrome silver like setup. I just love that chair. I live on the Dijkade. I live next to a canal, which is a very special thing. When you look outside of the window, you just see the top of the Westertoren. And I think that's a really unique, iconic building in the city center. Our bedroom isn't the biggest. We chose to keep it minimal. There's a closet in there. In that closet, we put some stuff that we really love, some books, some magazines, and it's a nice mix of having some color and some art pieces in there. And I love it. Like, you know, it's a place of peace. Having a place outside, it's a privilege. So we don't have a garden, but we have a balcony, and it's quite spacious. So we sit there when we have the chance to be outside. Yeah, it's amazing space. Living in Amsterdam is very comfortable. I paid my dues, I worked hard to get where I am. Thank you for coming out to my lovely home. Design for me is about knowing yourself and knowing the people that you live with. Start with that and the rest will follow.
Thanks for the tour, Guillaume. That absolutely made me want to go back to Amsterdam. I love Amsterdam so much. Okay, when we come back, we are heading downtown to a very unique loft. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with downtown power couple Hannah Bronfman and Brendan Fallis at their stylish loft in New York's Noho neighborhood. See how they transformed this former warehouse into a chic and unique downtown home.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Brendan.
And this is our little guy, Preston.
Who's going to be joining us intermittently throughout the tour.
So we purchased this place a little over 4 years ago, and we've been living here for over a year now.
So this is a triplex. We have a mezzanine level where our primary suite is, our main level, and a lower level. On the lower level, there's 2 bedrooms, as well as a media room and what we call a conservatory, which is another atrium.
Enough talking about it. Let's just take a look. The first stop is the kitchen. We actually put our burners directly into our countertop.
And then mixed with this stone we found at the Marble Yard kind of adds this interesting element, and I think the design speaks for itself.
Yeah, the marble adds a little bit of drama in this kind of all white kitchen, which I was a little nervous about doing all white just because of how much we cook and whatever, but it's actually been amazing because I'm sort of a messy chef.
So before we move on, this I think is a really cool part of our renovation. While we were doing it, we found these newspaper clippings in the floorboards from 1894. So I thought it'd be really cool to frame them, just as a little piece of history from the apartment, and hang it right here in the kitchen.
We also have a little mini kitchen for our kids. So we're in here cooking, they're over here cooking, and it just feels like a really nice family moment.
Do you want to come on the tour with us? Yeah, okay. So one of the main focal points of this living room is this art piece of a light fixture, and this is called the Floss Coordinates. It is actually 5 different chandeliers, and it all kind of works up in a cone, so it draws you into the center of the room.
We just thought it looked really beautiful and pulled in also like the brass from the mirrors that were left from the previous owner to kind of tie it all in.
There's mirror on either side, so it becomes this infinity mirror with this light sculpture in the middle. And when you're standing in the right place, it makes the space feel even bigger. So when we were designing our home, we obviously wanted it to feel warm, but also create a space that we could entertain larger groups in. So having this big open setting and then a communal sofa space and this big coffee table, we could all lounge around and be conversational.
So one of the original features of this apartment were these grand bookshelves.
And it belonged to the rare book curator of Strand.
A very iconic bookstore. We obviously couldn't have done anything to the bookshelves. So we just decided to add a little bit of a flair by doing the brass detailing on the bottom and updating the hardware.
So in the middle of the bookshelves is our record bar, which is important to us because we are DJs. We love music in the house. It's kind of the soundtrack for our lives. But our favorite record right now is
We really wanted the dining room to stand out from the rest of the apartment. So we decided that this would be a perfect moment to do something fun and funky with the floors. And we think that it really came together beautifully.
We also added these windows in under the skylight, which we had to rebuild, which gave us an opportunity to make more light. And he loves it too.
So for a touch of glam over here, we decided to add this Art Deco style chandelier.
Super cool piece that you can actually mold to what you want it to be. So kind of having this invisible fishing wire hanging chandelier was a really cool addition for us. So this is our primary suite, and one of our favorite features is at the click of a button, we get instant privacy. You want to show us how, Preston? Whoa, it's not perfect blackout, but it's close. One of the big design details of the primary suite was doing a smaller primary suite so we could have more space for function in the back. And it's also a great place for Preston to run up and down. P, come on, run.
Thanks so much for checking out our Noho loft.
As you can see, it's been a labor of love. Our renovation turned out exactly how we wanted though, and we hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as we're enjoying it now.
See you guys soon.
Don't go anywhere. We are heading up to the Pacific Northwest. We'll see you in just a few. Welcome back, everyone. Now, the Ritz-Carlton is virtually synonymous with luxury, a beacon of comfort and timeless elegance. And in Portland, Oregon, it's also a tribute to its natural surroundings. This hotel gives guests a front row seat to the beauty of Oregon. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Ritz-Carlton Suite. The 35-story, 251-room hotel is the first Ritz-Carlton property in the Pacific Northwest and offers panoramic views from a striking vantage point. Centrally located in downtown Portland, the urban oasis features a signature restaurant and bar, unparalleled health and wellness facilities, and more than 17,000 square feet of meeting space. Inspired by the frozen beauty of the Multnomah Falls, this luxurious 2,700 square feet, two-bedroom suite sits on the 18th floor of the hotel with sweeping views of the Portland landscape and all that it has to offer. Every corner is thoughtfully and beautifully designed with the beauty of the Pacific Northwest in mind. Details from the leatherwork to the sparkling fireplace creates the perfect ambiance. And just steps away, an elegant dining room comfortably seats 8, and handcrafted crystal chandeliers reflect light in every direction. In a room designed for entertainment, this charming chest opens to unveil a hidden bar, welcoming your guests for their stay. The two bedrooms, each featuring a plush king-size bed, beautiful leatherwork, brass detailing, and paneled walls make this the perfect cocoon for your guests to enjoy a restful night's sleep. And the spa-like bathroom with dual vanities, a stunning soaking standalone tub, and custom marble work create a beautiful sanctuary for your guests. Whether you're here to explore the vibrant city or simply escape into luxury surrounded by nature, the Ritz-Carlton Portland offers nature, luxury, and unparalleled beauty.
Coming up just after the break, we are Brooklyn bound at the home of this design duo. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're at this lovely townhouse in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, with these partners in design and life. Enjoy.
Hi there, my name is Fernando Ciar. I have a design studio called Fefo Studio.
My name is Anna Polonsky. I'm a creative director and principal at Polonsky & Friends, which is a branding and design studio for hospitality.
We're in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. We are at home. This house is from 1890 and we did a full renovation. And we invite you to come in.
So when you come into our house, you can see immediately how important art is for us, and not only art, but art made by friends. Here you can also see, a bit of the history of this house. As we were saying, it was built in 1890, so when we moved in, it was a lot of moldings. Some of the moldings we took out, and we also opened the living room, which is not as traditional of brownstones. We really wanted to have this very spacious, airy arrival to the house and to the dining room.
Welcome to our living room. We open several partitions in the living room and we create arches. And we try to bring the arches into the shelving that we create in an S shape. So we have our son 2.5 years ago, and we mostly spend the time in the floor, so we didn't have a carpet. So I create this carpet, they're made in felt in collaboration with another studio in Mexico, and we're very happy with them now.
A lot of the things Fernando designed for here are rounded. The shelving, the sofa, the coffee table you can see here that are made out of the kitchen counters leftovers. We try to keep a subtle thread the house.
The kitchen is the most important room in the house. We host and we cook a lot. So we create this limestone countertop, the same stone that we're using for the living room table and some of the tables in the house. We paint the millwork 10 times, but finally we got the color we want, and we create also these handles, as well the tiles. They're all hand-painted and they go very well with all the artifacts that we use for cooking.
We created a kitchen island that's really narrow. The dining table we designed is quite narrow, and it's wonderful for dinner parties because we can be at the table, washing, cooking, without ever leaving the room. We love colors, but we wanted to keep the dining area quite neutral because we knew we were going to have a lot of Fernando ceramics that are full of colors, bring a lot of pop to the room. So anything from the stands to the lamps to the tableware, it's all made by hand at Fernando's studio, 15 minutes away from here.
In our home renovation, the most important, I think, the investment was to open this window. Usually there are 3 windows in the back. One became a door that opens into the garden, and we're very excited to use it during the spring and the fall.
We're on the 2nd floor, and this is where our son's bedroom, our bedroom, and the guest bedroom are.
Here we are at our room, and it's a peaceful place, I will say. The textiles are a mix between France and linen companies that we love, as well the racks from Taller Ocho in Oaxaca. These 2 side tables are made of the same material that we did the kitchen counter, so it's like an upcycle material.
So that is another piece of molding we moved. They used to be outside, and we created that entrance here to our dressing closet.
This room is the space that we enjoy most on weekends.
Our home is a great representation of who we are, who we love, and everything we like.
It's also our temple. It's where we like to spend most of the time, and thank you for taking a look.
Give this video a thumbs up and let us know which of these gorgeous homes featured in this episode was your favorite. So many to choose from. Which will you pick?